want to start off with?
Hmm. Yeah, man. Let's get right into the scene of Cody, man. Go ahead
Okay.
and see the Cody. Uh, now, eh, again, I thought they were gonna come out and do the same thing
The
they've
lag.
been doing for like the
Yeah.
past three weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody surprised me the most out of the whole interaction, like with the promos. I thought Cody was just gonna be saying the same old Cody stuff, but nah, he cooked a little bit. But like I
Yeah.
told you, until he was like, "You're still my hero," and I was like, "You had him, bro." It's like you had him, bro. He was on the ropes. You had him, and then you just slip that in there. You got to stop being nice at the wrong moments.
Right.
You were cooking John Cena, which is rare for anybody. You were cooking this man, and then you slip that in there, and I was like, "Come on, Cody, stay on task, man."
Hey, Lana.
But I thought it was great promos from both of them. Honestly, like I said, I wasn't expecting that at all from either parties. So, well, John Cena, I had been waiting for that John Cena for a
Right.
minute
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
he was tame up until today, and then he let Cody have it, and I'm like, Cody did kind of cook him though with that last line. Like, I've never had fans chant, "You can't wrestle."
Yeah. That's that pinched the nerve right there.
I was
That
like,
pinched the
ooh.
nerve. Yeah.
I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right though.
That pinched the nerve. Uh, I liked it. I liked every minute of it. I like how they did it. I was like when John came out, like obviously the fans knew that he was coming out too, but when he came out, I was like, bro, we're not gonna do this same little you talk and then Cody come out. Something gotta happen different. Boom,
Right.
something different happened. Try to talk. Cody said, nah. I was like, okay, let me see how I go, because that's kind of the same thing we got the first time. But I was like, okay, yeah, they did their thing.
Yeah.
I think John really. I know people. You already know how I feel about Cody, but I
Mm,
feel like John really exposed him for real, because everything he said is the same thing I've been saying for over a year. Cody does not act like himself. Which y'all, I get it.
you
It's a
right. You right.
character. That's a character. I get it. But what that man shows you on that screen is not the Cody Rhodes you will meet in person. Like it's probably most of them, but it's just like like he trying to do something a little bit more than he should be. Like obviously,
Mm,
like Rhea Ripley, for example. Rhea Ripley, that's not her character, but we know that's a character.
yep.
She is cool, and she's not like what she is, but you can tell like it's what I'm saying, like you can tell. But I feel like Cody seems like he's so out of pocket when he's doing his whatever he's doing. Like the way he walks is weird. I'd be like, bro, that's like just be normal, bro. Just be normal. That's it. And I feel like John kind of exposed him on that. But then Cody came out there and gave him the beats too.
Yeah.
So I liked every bit of it. It was kind of typical at the end, John trying to go after him,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you can't. So you trying to tell me, yeah, like, all right. So he said that he's too perfect, like Sean said,
Hmm.
and also he was just like, everything you do for them, but then he can't counter out of that crossroads, dog. Like I'm just like, bro, I get it. You trying to get him over with the fans, but you can't counter that, John.
He swung mad slow too. It
Yeah.
was like I was like you. I was like Cody probably saw that punch coming from a mile away. I was like, John, what was that, man? Like he swung in slow motion. I thought Netflix was messing up for a second. He swung so slow.
Yeah, yeah. Sean said he was holding it. He was holding it for a while. Like I can see if you hit him with it for two times. Like this your first time. Like John, you got 100 health, brother. You should be straight. You should be ready to go. But anything else on that?
Man, like I said, I needed this for both of them
Haley.
because they again, like I said, they've been just giving us the same crap week after week after week. So I think this was a turnaround moment that we needed from both of them. Again, like you said, the attack came from out of nowhere, and it looked like Cody. I'm gonna be real. The punch was slow, and it looked like Cody put him in the crossroads slow. It's like Cena what he used to take in the crossroads, so he know how to get himself ready for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, this was pretty slow. I was like, somebody could have countered, but I'm gonna let y'all cook. You know, he had to have his layout moment with him, but all in all, I thought it was a great segment from both men, especially needing something more from both of them to tell this story.
Right. So obviously what they have announced, he's not showing back up to WrestleMania. Do you think he'll show up though? Like I feel like they're doing it on purpose for people. Like I think they did it for the European tour, right? To sell more tickets. I think it's nothing wrong with him showing up. He gonna have to show up. It's like what 3 more weeks?
Yeah, I would say if he does show up, it's gonna be the week of
it. Yeah,
week of WrestleMania, and it's as much as I don't want it to be Raw, he should go to SmackDown at least once.
I think he might do like the double.
Okay,
like See, how Roman and Rock did. They did the double.
As long as you show some love to SmackDown, because that's technically where Cody the champion is. So he's a champion over SmackDown. So as long as you pop up and show the brand some love, because I feel like you've been giving all the appearances to Raw,
right? And it's gonna be in Vegas too. So if he does show up, it will be there, on SmackDown too, because it's in Vegas. That's SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I ain't really got nothing else to say about that segment. It was solid. That was a good segment, man. Actually, I'd be like, Raw as a whole, I'm just gonna say this, has been better than the last couple weeks.
Yeah. They kind of leaked who was winning by advertising Cena for Backlash. Not exactly. Yeah. It could be just a gimmick to get you to pay for tickets, because that's not, that's just part of business. I thought the same thing too, but you got to think about, that's Randy hometown, so they definitely gonna advertise that. I got to look at it well, they only advertise Backlash because most of the time, especially that one's in St. Louis, it's not like it's been over or overseas. That's not what they've been doing. So they got to sell the tickets, and I think John was already slated to be on there, so that's probably already why. Bro, man, I'm gonna ask Pat about that, bro. I wasn't even gonna say that, but Sean said, "How we feel about Maxine and Natalya becoming a tag team?"
How many women you gonna stick Natalya with? Natalya done had 20 tag team partners in the span of a year.
Right. Just because she blind, well, let me just throw her up there. No.
I think you just need to let Maxine do some singles matches instead of her doing all the backstage stuff. I get it. You ain't trying to push Otis and Tozawa as a tag team, but again, I feel like if you, like she said when she came in Adam Pearce's office, if you put these two in the tag division, that just helps add another team to your tag division.
That tag division sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
Raw?
We ain't seen, what? This is the first time we seen the War Raiders in what?
Couple weeks. Yeah, that tag division is terrible. Yeah. Oh my God. New Day, LWO, and goddamn War Raiders.
Yeah. So
and the Judgment Day whenever they want to be a tag team.
Don't get me started on the New Day. Like I said, I enjoy everything they do at heel wise, but Cody looked diabolical with the beard with no mustache, bro. That's his upper lip too small for that, bro.
I think it was good to see that they got the win. I honestly didn't think they was gonna beat New Catch Republic because they was in their hometown, but they did the same thing for Pretty Deadly against Street Profits. It was a good win for the New Day. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna put them on Mania, but obviously they'll face the War Raiders.
Yeah. Do they even do like? I don't even think they really do like the pre-show like matches no more. They kind
No,
of just talk about the event now.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they just talk about that. Like I said, it'll probably be one of those times where they'll put them the after Raw or before the Raw before Mania. I think
yeah,
let's
I feel
see
like
what that.
you got if you're gonna put it in. I mean, like I said, you got 2 nights to work with, so I feel like you could slide them in somewhere, like night one maybe somewhere, and then like you got to put. I feel like you put a tag team match on each night. So maybe Street Profits on night one, then y'all do night two, and or vice versa.
They gotta do something because I mean, Liv and Raquel have they defended those titles yet?
I think like once or twice maybe, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to think.
I don't think they defended them yet.
You probably
I
right.
don't think they defend them at all. I think they've been. It's crazy. They won tag team titles, but they've been in singles competition.
Did they defend them against Lash and Jakar?
No,
Okay.
the only two I think. Nope, nope. I don't think so.
Yeah, you right then. So I guess yeah, they haven't defended them
I don't
since
think
when.
so,
I feel
bro.
like they got them so wrapped up just dealing with the Judgment Day group stuff, and then you have Raquel going for the IC
You know what I'm
title.
saying? They just said, you know what? Y'all got more titles. Go ahead and go for
But that,
more.
if you
Like,
really think about it, the women's tag division kind of suck.
it is, yeah.
Cause like so now you to the point where you ain't really got no choice but to add Natalia and Maxine because we don't know when Kyrie and Oscar coming back.
Oh yeah, I've seen something. Hold on, right before I get there. Katana and Chance, they on SmackDown. That was so random. I know we were talking about Raw. That was so random, bro. We have not seen them in months or some
Yeah,
shit like that. And then out of all places in London, oh, let's throw them out there and just have a match. I'm like, where they
I
been at?
swear they just called them like 2 days before. It was like, hey, we need y'all in London ASAP.
That shit was so random. I was like, all right.
I thought one of them was hurt. Like I knew Katana had broke her nose and she was wrestling with that
Oh,
mask
the
for a
mask.
bit.
Yup, yup.
That's the last I heard of them. Like she was straight. She was wrestling with the mask and everything, and then they kind of disappeared again.
Yeah, that shit was random, bro. Should have
And now
just
you
threw him back
kind
in.
of, if you really look at it now, they kind of making uh what's her name, Alba Fire and Piper Niven a tag team now too.
They don't know
Because
what they. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
rolling around with Chelsea now is like this the secret
The
Hervis.
the secret.
Hervis
I
now.
ain't gonna lie. I like the name. Secret Harvest
Yeah,
is kind of fire.
yeah.
I like
So
it.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like,
Yeah.
finally, we just need to. If you gonna have teams, you need to keep them together and boost these tag divisions because
Mhm.
right now it's hurting. Both divisions hurting. Like, because like if you look at SmackDown, really, you got Street Profits, Pretty Deadly, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns. Those are like the main four you got rolling around on SmackDown.
Mhm. So at least they're the most competitive out of
Yeah.
everybody though. Got to give them that.
And then what you got Raw, you got like you said, Judgment Day when they decide they want to do tag matches, New Day, LWO, and the
War.
War Raiders. And I can't really can't think of nobody else really. That's about it.
Yeah, ain't nobody else.
Like you can't really say the Usos because they really like they together but not together.
Right.
So
Speaking of the Usos, now look. Obviously, we're on TikTok, but we've been talking before, just in
yeah,
general, and we kind of already said this is what needs to happen.
yep, yep,
Jimmy needs to get involved, and then Gunther takes him out.
yep,
Think it happened at the right time. We got what 3 weeks away.
yeah.
Um,
It needed to happen
yeah.
at right now because like now, like you said, we 3 weeks away now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you want, you can keep Jay off TV for that week. And you know what I'm saying? Like he tending to Jimmy, like
Right.
trying to get Jimmy better or whatever.
Yeah, because last time Jimmy went to the hospital, Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
got mad because he went after Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So let that happen. Let him like take the week off. Gunther maybe comes out Monday, cuts like a promo or something on both the Usos. Like, look what I did, to Jimmy. Jay, you like basically saying what he been saying. Jay, you not on my level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, look what I did to your brother, and I'm gonna do the same to you at WrestleMania type shit. So I, as much as I'm an Usos fan, so I hate seeing him get beat down, but
I'm so used to it though.
I just hated to see Jimmy got beat up, man.
Yeah. I figured that. Like I thought when I was watching, I'm like, oh shoot, okay. He came back. I said, here you go. I think this it right here. And then he kind of left him alone, bro. By the way, that security guard, jeez, bro, he didn't deserve that. Like he,
Oh yeah, the powerbomb on the steps. Yeah,
yeah, he got. I ain't gonna lie, he got worse than Jimmy because Jimmy cut himself. Hey, bro, he got worse than Jimmy, bro. That
I thought.
man got power bombed on them
Yeah,
steps
I was like
hard.
the way after I saw how he picked him up with ease. I was like, oh, he about to put this dude down on the steps. I was like, he flipped him up like it was just some paper. It just
Kicked the other dude.
yeah.
That's
I
why
ain't
they
gonna
ain't
lie,
come out
man. I
there.
was like, somebody don't know how to use zip ties. It took him forever.
Yeah,
Get Jay zip tied to
yeah,
the ring.
yeah, yeah. Gunther. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people don't like Gunther, but that's the Gunther I remember. That's the Gunther I
Right.
fell in love with. Pause. But I'm saying like that's the wrestler, bro. That's it. Like I was like, this is the
He,
destructive Gunther I remember, bro.
he's showing a little bit more personality. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
that
like.
look, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like because he don't got because you got to remember, like if you think about it throughout the years with Gunther, not saying he ain't good on the mic or nothing, but he's had Ludwig Kaiser kind of just talking for him because of the whole Imperium thing and
Mm-hmm.
how Ludwig Kaiser respects him as the ring general. So like Gunther ain't really had to like be on his own promo wise. But I feel like he's just showing right now, and everybody else who calls him boring, I feel like he's showing it now that he has personality. Like I can talk when I need to talk. Like when he was taunting him with the belt, like
Bro, that
basically
shit was so funny to
like the
me.
dude from the I can't remember what insurance commercial was that, but like
Oh
the dude
yeah,
had the
with the
thing. Oh,
fish
you almost
rod.
had it.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
to be
yeah,
cooking it now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like he was just dangling the carrot and playing with Jay. So I was like, see, I was like, where Gunther not boring.
Yeah.
He can be ruthless, the ruthless champion if you need him to be. He just you know what I'm saying? I think people gotta understand he essentially had someone else as his mouthpiece
Mm-hmm.
for a while there. Like not saying he didn't speak, he spoke when needed, but like Ludwig Kaiser was pretty much like the mouth for
Yep.
Imperium.
Yep.
So I feel like Gunther is like, all right, I'm about to shut these people up and I'm about to show them that I can do everything y'all say I can't do. Like I feel like people don't understand. I feel like these wrestlers they pay attention to the IWC,
Oh
whether it's
yeah.
in a negative way or in a positive way. But they
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to what we saying on Twitter and TikTok and everywhere else. So I feel like that's where we get a lot of the nuances. Like, if you really know what they've been saying about them on like X and everything, they you'll see it play out in the ring. Like, oh yeah, oh so y'all think I'm boring? All right, I got something for y'all.
Yeah, I like the whole thing. The match flowed well too. Like
Yeah,
Jimmy, like obviously Jimmy was gonna lose, but like Jimmy put out a good fight, and I was like, yeah, like
that's where a lot of
yeah,
people say it. They feel like Jimmy is improving better than Jay in the ring. As far as like mixing up his moves and
yeah. He hit like did he hit a suplex? No, I don't want to. I don't know what that was. I don't know. Not want to suplex. I don't know what Jimmy hit. Jimmy hit him with something. I was like, okay, that was something that was
yeah.
different. Yeah, they got
And
the same move sets, you know.
and I have always thought Jimmy was stronger on the mic than Jay.
Yeah.
But that's also just because if you look at any interview these guys are in, or any interview period, when like someone's asking any of the people backstage, like who's the funniest person on the roster, you probably gonna get Jimmy or R-Truth as
Mm-hmm.
your answer. So Jimmy just be in the back cracking people up clearly. So it kind of translates to his mic work as well. I always just felt like Jimmy and like you. I think you said it like when I spoke to you a little bit. Jay has always kind of been like the co-signer when it comes to promo.
Ad libber. Yep.
Yeah, like when they lost the tag titles and Roman, Jimmy came out. We sent you a text. You ain't hit back. No,
Yeah.
we sent you a
Right. Right.
like Jimmy kind of always been like the who can I equate him to? Before we found out, Jay kind of always been like I want to say Quavo.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. With the ad libs. Yeah.
Yeah, with
I
the
about to
ad
say
libs.
it's kind of like the battle raps when they do
Yeah,
DNA and Tay Rock, or like they had to just go back and
yeah.
forth. That's how they were doing it. But yeah.
So I feel like again, it's not like it hasn't been shown that Jimmy's stronger than Jay on mic. Again, like I said, we could also go back to again. He's not a voice actor, but we can also go back to Jay's voice acting in WWE 2K25. Not the strongest, because there's times where I felt like he was yelling into the mic, and then he wasn't yelling into the mic.
That's what he does in real life. He like like he'll talk and then randomly he be like, hey, hey, I'll be like, where did that come from? Like, okay.
You heard it though. He's like, you heard him though with Gunther though. He's like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah. This the Jey Uso. I think this is Jey
Right-hand
Uso
man.
people. Yeah, that's I mean pretty much what Jimmy said last week. That's
Yeah,
what we
like I
need.
need the right hand man, not
Yeah.
whatever this is.
Yeah. I think Jimmy knew last week. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for my brother. And
For the greater good.
yeah,
Then I'll you
hit
know
him
what
to
I'm saying,
Seth
once my
Rollins.
brother reach that mountaintop and I'll come out at WrestleMania, we'll have a little moment. It is kind of messed up that y'all took the main event spot from Jay.
I was gonna ask you about that. How you like so people thinking that it ain't a big problem. Right? A lot of people not having it a big issue. It hasn't happened in 7 years for this to go down like this. So like I feel like it is a big issue, especially when Michael Cole been saying, hey, this is, and y'all been saying y'all promote, this is what y'all do, and then y'all just flip it up. Obviously, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, I get that, but
So like they clearly main event and we didn't say what night. So who's gonna be the main event for whatever like I'm assuming they might be night 2 since that's such a big match. You want to say that for the last night?
that or yeah, because that's night 1. So like you probably had that night 2. Maybe that would be the start of the show.
Yeah, and you know how WWE like to say everything a main event. Like they'll be like, "Oh, this is the first of our 3 main events."
Yeah.
I was like, I think y'all kind of lost the definition of what main event means.
Yeah, because a lot of people was like, we never counted Saturday as the main event. That's what they were saying. Like, because they got Punk his first one, but everybody's saying like, well, that's not a main event. That's just Saturday. You still got Sunday.
Am I mad at them taking it away from Jay? No. Because again, like I just said, they gonna say, "Oh, this is the first of our whatever 3, 4, 5 main events of the night."
Yeah,
and so he still I feel like he's still gonna have that main event classification. He just not last.
Right.
And it goes to show, like what we said about Roman. Roman says he either starts or he finishes.
Yep.
So we knew Roman was going to either be at the start of one of the nights or at the end of one of the nights.
Yep. We know Cody and Cena, that's going to be the last match. We already know
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So I'm like, I feel like unless you're just trying to get the rivalry out the way, Cody and Cena, night 1, triple threat, night 2.
That would, but they already made that night 1.
Yeah.
But that made it obvious that the other one's night 2. But because I feel like they're just trying to push Cody to. It's John Cena too, but they just trying to push Cody as the main guy.
I kind of want Cena to win because I want him to do the. I want him to do the CM Punk. Like CM Punk
I do
did
too.
To him, hit the barricade and hit him with the, and then wave by.
We already watched it, Pablo. We watched it earlier today. I told Haley this couple months ago. I was like, man, this was before John. This was like Royal Rumbles. Yeah, Royal Rumble around that time. I said, man, I think what they need to do is have John get beat every time until his last match and let that be the championship match. Then he wins it and takes it. That's what I was saying. So like him saying that, I think he eventually is going to do that. Like he's going to take that title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which title, but he's going to take that title and go home. Like I don't know if he's going to beat Cody, but what up, William?
So if he does that though, like we'll say hypothetically he beats Cody at Mania, does he drop the title back to Cody, or do we set up another contender?
Oh, they still another contender. They probably bring that. They probably bring that wing championship back because Cody and Kevin fought for that title, but we ain't seen it since then. I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to end up bringing that title back or something with that.
Yeah,
because you just got to listen to what they be saying. Obviously, it might not happen right then, but I think that's the plan. Like John probably won't beat Cody, but eventually he will beat somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll take the title, and then we'll have someone else like that. Pablo said, "Where was Dwayne Johnson?" Y'all know that man wasn't showing up.
That man ain't gonna show up until
the last week
week of, and it'll definitely be honestly. He'll go to SmackDown because he sees that as like his show because it is named after one of his catchphrases. So I feel like he'll go to SmackDown for like that last like ditch effort to promote the event and probably get in Cody Rhodes' face a little bit. And of course, they brought him up tonight or this afternoon. It was like, all right, yeah, I'm not the one who sold out to The Rock or whatever. So I'm like, he gonna address that at some point. It's just a matter of when. The Rock also, I feel like you could have did the heel. Like I agree with some people who say you probably could have did to see the heel turn without The Rock because like The Rock's so busy. Like The Rock's so busy with outside of WWE stuff. Like you a board director and you doing that on top of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You probably you're either filming or upcoming that you're trying to promote.
Right.
Because like we already know he doing the Moana live action.
Yeah.
There's already set pictures of him in the Maui suit with the Maui hair. So like he doing that, and who else?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, who else knows what he got cooking? A lot of people say, they ain't believe at first that Rock was doing all the singing for Maui. I was like, The Rock does all that singing for Maui. That's The Rock in the studio singing "You're Welcome" and any other song that Maui singing in the movie. So I just feel like I agree. You could have done the heel turn without The Rock, but you couldn't. Now that The Rock was already inserted, you couldn't just remove him quietly and been like, what happened to The Rock?
Right.
Like you had to leave him there now. Again, did you really need Travis Scott involved in all this? No.
Nope.
No.
Just because he on the
press that celebrity button. So they're like, let's get the smallest celebrity we got. Put him in the ring with three of the biggest dudes we got.
Yeah, he didn't really need that man at all. I really don't like what they're doing with AJ and Logan, bro. I don't like it. Like I like both of them. I like AJ and Logan. I was watching a video of Malik Kelly. Yeah. He was saying that AJ Styles, all his WrestleManias have been like underwhelming, and I agree. Like he said, his best match is probably with Shane McMahon, which is crazy. The Shinsuke wasn't. Undertaker. Yeah, he said if you want to put that one as a match, that's fine. He was just talking about like in the ring, and I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, bro, the one with Shinsuke underwhelming. I forgot he had one with the Miz. Or no, not the Miz, Jericho. I'm like, oh my, AJ's just really been.
Feel like it was random just to give both of them something for Mania.
Yes, and it's just like you don't have to do that. Like obviously we know how your style is, 4 to 5 matches. Like you can keep it like that to make it Like now, I feel like it's AJ's gonna get right back in that same little style of his matches. Like it's just a random match, and just because they're high flying, that it's gonna be. It might be a good match, but the build up right now just it's like
Yeah.
it's not really giving excitement.
And I don't like the character they got Logan Paul playing,
Yeah, you
bro.
did
Like it
say
just
that.
seemed like he like the who can I compare him to in the influence space? Fusi.
Oh yeah, that dude, that tripping. That dude be tripping.
Fusi. That's a Fusi.
Yeah.
The three people I think of with the person he was kind of like portraying today: Fusi, Jack Doherty, and the Island Girls. I
Yeah.
I was like, bro, why? I was like, we just calling everybody broke. I'm like, bro, what? I'm
Yeah.
like, what are we doing, bro? I'm like, you were fine just being yourself without the bringing up your money and everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoever wrote this promo for you kind of did you dirty. Because I was like, this was not it, Logan Paul. I was like, what? I like the new theme, but like I said
Yeah.
before, I
Yeah.
told you,
Humble. I like that.
it reminded me of the song Andy Samberg wrote for the movie Pop Star Humble.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like, Andy, he helped, like I said, help, but on the boat. He did that thing was with T-Pain and then some other stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
One of my high schoolers asked, he was like, I don't know if y'all talked about it, but what is your opinion on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton?
What's up, niece? I'm good. How you doing? What's my opinion on that? The build up ain't there yet is for me either. I feel like they've been avoiding each other, if anything.
True.
They
True.
have their moments.
Yeah.
Kevin been just like, all right, so like Kevin at the start of the year was that employee that showed up and did whatever he wanted to do at work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now he's the employee that's done everything that he wants to do, but now just shows up randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knew you was gonna be at work, and we knew you was gonna do some shit that you shouldn't be doing. Now you at work, and we be like, man, have you seen Kevin today? I seen him clock in, but I haven't seen him. Have you seen him? And then you see him like, damn, he's up. Why is he up there? Why is he? He's at the.
Yeah.
Damn, he didn't. All right, okay. He's not wrestling either. Like we letting Randy wrestle, which is cool, but we not letting Kevin. Kevin just comes out there with those, that tank top and those jeans, and he just does one thing and runs. I'd be like, all right, it's kind of weird.
Everybody's waiting for the punt. And that's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been saying this for years about Randy Orton, and I get the move was banned, like because there was a time where he was like, you could tell where he was actually kicking people, or he was like just taking liberties and just kicking people. So I feel like I've been wanting this for a minute. This is what we call this 2009 Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2009 Randy. So I'm like, I'm here for it, but yeah, I kind of think you need to. I like how they just building up the punt essentially.
Yeah, I do.
That's the
I do
only
like
thing
that.
I'm like enjoying. Like they not giving it to us right away because we as fans sometimes get impatient. I like that they not giving it to us right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's gonna be the wrap up. Like, all right, cool, boom, boom, boom. We WrestleMania match. Then we finally get that punt either during the match to end it, or we get it at the end of the match.
Sean said he was sending old dudes to AEW. He was sending everybody to AEW on 2020. Everybody. No, you talking about Randy.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. Christian.
Yeah.
He didn't send Edge, but eventually Edge was one of them people. Big Show, right, Mark Henry.
Tell y'all right now, for any of y'all who say anything about Christian, and I'm going to shout it to the mountaintops, Christian is the only wrestler in the entire world that I would accept wrestling in a turtleneck. Period. Christian is the only man I know who can pull off black jeans and a sleeveless turtleneck. It is okay for ring gear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the turtlenecks look fresh every time. Sleeves are perfectly cut off, no frays, no nothing. Just, I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, he was for a moment there, Randy was packing everybody up and sending them over to Tony Khan.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, if you got he punted Big Show, yeah. He beat up all the legends one time. But that was, to me, that was the funniest one. All of them in there playing cards or something, and then he come in there,
Yep.
turn the light off. All you hear is ah, yeah, it's crazy.
Randy, man. Another one that Randy slept on feuds, and I feel like some people bring it up. I've heard it talked about amongst some wrestling fans, is his feud with Kofi.
Oh yeah.
When Kofi like poured the orange paint all over his NASCAR and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, but I think he got mad at Kofi. I think if I remember, he got mad at Kofi during one of the matches and called him stupid because he did something. He missed the mark on something. And you could see that Randy was visibly upset in the ring.
Yeah. Stupid. I can say Randy,
right
he loves doing that.
So I'm like, ugh. I'm like, okay. But I was like, that was a good feud for Randy. And that was a good build for Kofi to like prove himself at that time. Yeah. But yeah, I think that like you said, I feel like the build's not there for Randy at KO right now. I feel like we'll get a little bit more this Friday, hopefully.
All right, hopefully. Yeah, we start ramping it up a little bit more.
It's time to start bringing some of this stuff to a head. We had obviously the New Day versus who they face again? Shit.
It was New Catch Republic.
New Catch, yeah. I love Pete Dunne. And I feel like out of most of the people on the roster, Pete Dunne has been done the dirtiest. Because like you switched his name to Butch. when he was over as Pete Dunne. Like he was over as Pete Dunne, and then you give him a name change and you stick him with Sheamus and Ridge Holland. And then with Sheamus and Ridge Holland, he was just kind of like the unhinged little man. He would just run in to beat people up.
Yeah, Tyler Bate looked good out there. He said Tyler Bate returned and lost.
They said he tore his pec.
Mm-hmm. He looked good out there. Look, he added a little muscle too on the calves and everything like that. Like, all right, yeah.
He always been a short, stocky dude though. Tyler Bate always built like that. But I'm glad they're back together as a tag team. I'm just glad you giving Pete Dunne some shine, man. Pete Dunne has just been kind of just floating around in the back. Like he had this whole thing with R-Truth where R-Truth kept calling him Butch.
Oh, yeah.
And they're referring to him as Pete at the same time.
He got R-Truth on SmackDown, don't even show him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, finally we get some respect on their name. Seeing the War Raiders for the first time in weeks. Because they had no opponents. Like, you're not going to put Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro against them. Like,
they got the same. They're getting the same treatment that Brian Break was getting when he first got there. Like, they're out here trying to find opponents for Brian. But obviously, you see how Brian is now. He's he's doing that work now. What you think it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be a fatal 4-way. You think it's gonna be a fatal 4-way for
you think it's gonna be a fatal 4-way? I'm gonna think. So you probably thinking Braun, Penta, Finn, and you thinking Dom?
Yep.
We on the same page.
Yep.
We on the same page.
Yep. And I think that's when Finn probably just gets over the edge and be like, bro, I'm tired of you, dog. Like, we were cool. But at the same time, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time now at this point, anytime you see the Judgment Day segments, it's a lot of shade getting thrown out to everybody, especially Raquel. Like, damn, bro, like just because she lost, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna win my match. Like, hey man, Raquel didn't win. She, but she's a champion. You're not.
Yeah. Exactly. Liv and Raquel, the only two with titles.
No.
And that whole group, Carlito, man.
Bro, just standing there.
I'd be okay if you never let Carlito wrestle again and he just keep being funny backstage because it's not even like he's trying. Like I could sense a time where R-Truth is trying to be funny, but Carlito is just letting it happen naturally. He just come in, he'll pop up, give a little one-liner, or he'll just like today he just stood there. And they like, why are you still here? And you could tell when Liv was like, go help them. She was trying not to laugh.
Right, yeah.
because I'd be like, I don't understand how anybody keeps a straight face around R-Truth, Jimmy, or Carlito, because I'd be done. I was
Or
like, there's no way I could make it through a backstage
yeah,
segment with either
or
one of those
Sammy,
three.
Sammy with the when he was doing
Yeah,
the stuff with the
yeah.
bloodline. Yeah,
Sammy doing the bloodline break, bro. He had the whole bloodline breaking character. You got Solo breaking
Solo.
character.
Yeah, Solo.
So I'm like, we got flowers for Sammy because Sammy don't get enough credit for what he did with the bloodline,
Yeah.
man. Sammy had everybody breaking character when they were supposed to be serious.
Oh yeah, you remember that the roach? That man is a roach. I don't care what nobody say. Sami Zayn is a roach.
Yeah,
That man be doing stuff he should not be doing.
he
We ain't
gonna he
see.
gonna he gonna pop back up.
Yeah,
I feel
as
like
soon
he
as Jay
might pop
win.
back up at Mania.
No, that'll be. Hey, you know that would be nice. I think Jimmy and Jay deserve that spot. But if they add Sammy to it, that's cool. But I
Yeah,
think
I don't
Jimmy
think he's
and
gonna be
Jay.
involved with the match. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe he'll have like a
Oh, in the backstage.
backstage, or he'll
Yeah.
have like something to play that leads to Randy winning the match.
Oh,
Like I ain't
Randy.
gonna say
Okay. I'm thinking with the J part. Okay,
no.
Okay.
I'm saying
With
with
Randy and
Randy
Kevin
and
Owens.
KO.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. He took him out.
KO
Yeah.
KO took him out.
And again, he's a Raw superstar too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, man, we all know the brand split is a bit of a joke right now.
Hey,
It's a bit of a joke.
they ain't have to get penalty his first loss. They could have. I think it would have made sense if Braun Breaker would have lost. I get
Yeah,
you trying to
took the
protect
pin.
them, but Finn has not pinned Braun Breaker to have he thinks he deserves a title shot because he's won two weeks in a row. Whoop de damn do, Finn. Did you pin the champion? No, you pinned Penta. Okay. That's his first loss. And it's not
Finn like to
even
get on his high horse.
right.
So,
And it's not even a one-on-one match. That was a tag team match.
right.
Yeah, so
But
that's gonna be 4-way to me. That's what I think.
let me circle back to the Jay and Gunther thing.
Yeah.
Bruh. Why? I love how all these people came out and we just stood there and let Gunther have his way with the Usos. I'm like, I'm Jason Jordan. I'm looking right at you, bro.
Jason Jordan, Jamie Noble, the Sanjay guy, the
You had Arya Davari over there, and I'm like, why are we just
Hurricane Helms.
all you hear is Michael Cole. Can we get some security? I'm like, you got 4 former champions around the ring right now. And I get it, they not wrestlers no more, but like you got 4 former champions around the ring with some refs. I was like, you telling me none of y'all could have got in there and just been like, hey, Gunther, like, chill, bro.
That's what I be saying. Sean said Adam Pearce took his time. Like Adam Pearce,
Adam Pearce ain't got no control of Raw.
Yeah, you don't know what he be doing.
Raw is literally like the Wild Wild West, because everybody just, you're not gonna go over there. I tell you right now, you ain't going to NXT or SmackDown and pulling that junk on Ava and Nick Aldis.
No, but I mean, when it comes to Dark State, Ava show ain't around, so I don't blame her though. He's trying to get it to that. You know, that's men business right now. When it comes to the women,
yeah,
I'm there. But the men, yeah, we gonna have to get some security guard for them. You know, Sean Hickenbottom have to come down there. I'm
telling you, I think Javon Evans is playing us, bro.
Somebody, man, they said him or Trick, and then they said maybe it's just nobody. Maybe it's just them. I like the dark skinned dude. I like him as the leader. Broby, I like how Broby talking.
He does have the most experience out of all of them wrestling wise. So it would make sense for him to be the leader. The only reason I'm thinking it might be Javon or Trick, they've come out the past like 2-3 weeks involved in those Oba, Trick, and Javon moments, and they ain't made no moves.
Yeah, that's nice. Saquon, yeah.
They just come out and they kind of like, all right, we just go watch it unfold. And I feel like the only reason I'm gonna say it's Javon or Trick, is Javon seems to be the only one worried about him, but Trick is like, I'm not worried about him.
Right.
So it could go both
I
ways.
mean, wait, yeah. Like, I ain't worried about them because they with me.
Yeah, they
You
with
need to
me.
worry about them because they with me.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
it would make more sense for Javon because you got the young talent and you put him behind a young talent that's already established.
Yeah.
Because Javon done had moment after moment after moment. So, like, why would you not put him in that group, have him be the leader of that group, and they kind of just run roughshod over NXT? Because we really had, like, a Shield-style group in NXT.
Yeah. I think they should
like
go with that.
Or like a Nexus-style group, minus everybody's seems to be good wrestlers. Nexus, we ain't going to talk about this.
I like the first Nexus. Like,
the only part I didn't like about the first Nexus is some guys did not deserve to be in that group. Michael Tarver being one of them.
Yeah.
Ryback or Skip, whatever they were calling him, Skip something, Skip Sheffield. Yeah, Skip Sheffield. And then you had Darren Young with that weird hair at the time in the CM Punk is in Mania this year. He is main eventing. You said night one, Cam?
Yeah, night one.
Night one in a triple threat with Roman and Seth Rollins. I ain't really get a chance to watch Raquel versus Lyra, but I kind of already knew how that match was going to go.
Oh, last week?
Yeah. I ain't get to watch that match.
It was all right. Bailey came out there. I think Bailey came out there. And
Bailey versus Lyra.
Next week. Mm-hmm.
All right. Look, man, I'm not mad that y'all keeping the title on Lyra, but I need to know what y'all seeing in this young woman.
Other than just she's a very good wrestler, there's nothing really else going on with her. Yeah, other than that, ain't nothing really else going on with her, to be honest with you. Other than she's just a really good wrestler. Her promos be kind of, I'd be like, I don't even think they have, if they do have merch. I've never seen it.
I've never seen Lyra merch.
I
can't even think of a Lyra shirt when she was in NXT as the champion.
She's that co-worker. You'd be like, man, you know Lyra? Yeah, I know Lyra. Man, she do anything special at work? Man, nah, bro, she just come to work and that's about it, man. She just come to work, man.
As much as I wanted Dakota to win that title, it was looking like they leaning towards Bailey being the next champ.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you need to, as like I've seen people say they don't want to see Bailey win, but I was like, I feel like you need to put that title on a viable person to elevate it, and Bailey is in the right time in her career where she could elevate this mid-card title.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bailey, because I think she said Bailey beat her the first time and she wanted to get clapped back on. I wouldn't be surprised if Bailey do beat her.
Yeah. So I feel like that's where we're going with that. Like you said, with Penta, I feel like Braun should have took the pin. I agree with that. Because, like, it would have added more fuel to the fire as far as, like, who's the rightful, like, challenger for the Intercontinental title. I feel like Braun should have took the pin, but it should have been Dom to pin him.
Oh. Yeah.
And then that would have, like, maybe caused some more dissension about a much Judgment Day. Like, hey, I beat Braun. I beat Braun last week. You could get the job done. I kind of feel like I deserve an IC title shot.
Right. But I think what's going to happen, we're going to see what Alan Pierce does. I think he said, Leo said she's going to tell Alan Pierce something. So I'm pretty sure she's going to get him in that match. And maybe it's a part where Finn don't know he's in the match. And then he pops up in the match in WrestleMania. And then that's going to make it even. I think like they're going to keep it a secret. That's what it seemed like how they was going to make it like.
Right.
Right? Because she was like right after him.
I like Dom. And a lot of people say Dom can't wrestle. I'm like, if you watch Dom from when he came in with no mullet, kind of still a little bit, on the chubbier side before he got his shape.
Yeah.
I thought Dom could go from jump. Like, was he a little green because he got pushed right to the main roster with his dad? Yeah,
Yeah, he
but
showed in NXT. Yeah.
over time, he has proven that he can go when necessary when given the spotlight. But again, we haven't.
Excuse me.
This ain't this again. We can say Dom can't wrestle, but like, when does he really get opportunities? Like,
Mm.
Dom's kind of like the side piece in his own group right now.
Yeah, he always getting help.
Yeah, and then I will say this, just off topic. I do love that Carlito still supporting JD, wearing the JD McDonough shirt all the time.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come
Yeah,
back.
Carlito is the man. Did you see? Speaking of Carlito, did you see his little snippet with Chris Van Vliet, where Chris Van Vliet was like, "What moves can you do from your former moveset?" He was like, "None." He was like, "None of them."
I see that.
He
I
was
see
like,
that.
that was back in like 2007, man. He was like, I was like in my 20s and like early 30s. He was like, that was like, I'm like 40 now, almost 50. He's like, I can't
Yeah,
do none of that stuff no more.
that's the yeah. I ain't seen. I'm gonna check it out. Like when
Yeah,
I,
that joke was
I'm gonna
funny.
check
He
it
was
out.
like, Chris Van Vliet was like, I see a lot of people talk about your moveset and da da da. We talk about your former moves. It's like, what of those moves can you like expect to see you do or whatever? Something that belongs and like that. He was like, none of them. He's like, I
Yeah,
can't do any of them anymore.
that's crazy.
Which is true. Like, even AJ Styles has said, like, it's very like there was a move AJ stopped doing, and he was like, I just can't do it anymore. He was like, it's true what they say. If you don't use it, you lose it. So he was like, if there's a move like you were doing throughout your whole career, and then you just stop, whether it was because of an injury or
Spiral
maybe you
tap.
just wanted to, yeah, there we go, and or maybe you just felt like it was time to change up your moves. Like, I feel like a lot of people in wrestling, like, they evolve their move sets because there's certain moves they probably just can't do anymore.
So
Like, I feel like,
the last, I guess we're gonna get out the last thing. So
yeah,
look, the triple threat match is possibly gonna happen. I don't know how they're gonna do it. It might not. It might not
yeah,
happen. It might not
Rhea,
happen.
Bianca, and Io.
It might not happen. What you think? Think it's gonna be a straight one-on-one?
Yeah, I think it need to be a straight one on one. I feel like you've been doing Io so dirty.
Yeah.
Like, just let her have her moment, man. I get it. I feel it. I feel it in my bones because I don't want her to be a placeholder, but I feel like that's what they doing with Io again.
She deserves better than that. She's way better than that placeholder.
And I feel like they doing it too because neither
Go
of
ahead.
them
Hold on.
have beat Io. Sean popped in. He was like, "Damn, that's a bad spot to freeze."
No.
He said, "New profile picture unlocked." Sean,
It's not funny.
but yeah, I feel like I agree with you. Io is so much better to be a placeholder champion. But again, we playing into that. Oh, Rhea or Bianca has never beat Io, and I was like, why can't we just keep it as Io continue to be like, you know what I'm saying? She continues to be undefeated against these two. We get through WrestleMania, maybe she gets a new challenger, and then we can circle back to Rhea or Bianca, whoever you want to circle back to.
Right.
But like, Io should not be a placeholder. I feel like Io should definitely keep this title through Mania. Because I feel like she just deserves so much better. And she worked so hard to get there after her first run as the
Mm-hmm.
champion was kind of just like lackluster because
Whew,
she had
that
no
was
opponent.
sad. That was sad.
So,
That was sad. Cause I was like, when she did her first run, I was like, man, I like Io, but I wasn't really paying her attention for real. I liked her when she got the title, but then when she had the title, I'm like, what we doing? I'm like, it's not really doing anything like it
yeah.
should. And then Bailey was around, and they had to. I feel like they was trying to. They didn't know what to do once she got the title. I feel like that's what it was. They just
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what to do. Like
Mm-hmm.
all the everybody, Kabuki Warriors was there, Bailey was
Yeah.
there, Dakota. They didn't know what to do, and I it's kind of like having a healthy Brooklyn Nets when KD, Harden, and Kyrie was there. We know what would happen if they was there, but when they had all them damage control, they was like, we don't know what to do with her.
Exactly.
And now she's with them, but it's like she's by herself. So it's like, I like it. I like it, but like I think after she lost the title, that's when I started getting way more respect for her because she started actually wrestling too, and that's the other issue they have when they put titles on put people on titles.
This Sean already changed his profile picture.
They have me tripping, bro. Pretty much anytime they like put a title on somebody, they never let them wrestle. Obviously, they've been letting Brian Breaker do it more, which I like because. And I swear, I promise you, every time we say
not be wrestling every
exactly
week.
27 when we first started talking about it, he wasn't wrestling.
Yeah.
As soon as we said something, this man been wrestling them every week now.
Every week,
like just let the man wrestle, bro. He's 27, bro. He's full of energy. I get it. It's WrestleMania season. After that, let him wrestle some more. Right. Title or no title. But Io, I like Bianca. I love Bianca, but obviously we know something else going on with her, Naomi, and Jade. So
we need to go ahead and circle on back to that.
Yeah. So I think Io gonna retain it regardless because there ain't no way to just throw a title on her.
Yeah.
Just for her to just hold it for WrestleMania season when you could have really did that for Rhea.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, so this was the end of the European tour, right? So I'm assuming SmackDown goes back to
Chicago.
Normal time.
Yep. It's going to be in Chicago.
Yep.
So CM Punk's a SmackDown wrestler now?
Bro, the brand split don't exist. The brand split is just we just go wait and see what happened after Mania because we supposed to have a draft. So this supposed to be like the reset for the whole year. So I still think the draft is kind of a joke. But at this point, I feel like you had so many new people come in and so many different storylines. You kind of just had to kind of ignore the brand split this year. Because you had the whole you did the transfer portal and then you got this person going to this show or that person going to that show. I feel like it's like now that everybody is in, CM Punk's in, he's established, Drew is established. Now we can, all right, whatever show they end up on, stay there.
Right.
Yeah, we don't, honestly, as of right now, I don't think we need no NXT call-ups. I don't think we need no NXT call-ups.
Just ruin them. Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody keep talking about Trent need to go
everybody on NXT.
Yeah.
Keep everybody on NXT where we at. Trick still got some more to do because he's wrapped up with Oba, because he wrapped up with Eddie Thorpe. Now he's with Oba. Then we gonna obviously circle back to him and Javon at some point. So I feel like Trick is busy right now. So we don't need Trick up on the main roster right now, especially if you're just gonna put him back with Melo.
Yeah. Yeah, we gonna see what happens. We gonna see what happens on next week Raw, but tomorrow we got NXT. Wednesday AEW.
Yep.
Thursday we'll figure out what's going on with TNA. I saw that.
I've been on and off with them.
Yeah, I see Nick Nemeth. He had turned heel finally.
Yeah.
So I did see that. And then SmackDown Friday, AEW Saturday, AEW Sunday. They don't have that many matches, but I am excited about Dynasty. I'm excited about Dynasty.
Dynasty gonna be good.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a lot of wrestling to talk about this week. I'm off tomorrow too, so
okay. Yeah.
If you're trying to do something tomorrow night as well, we could do that too. Gotta start pumping out more content on the No Pop.
Yeah, we can. I'm gonna send you this file. This finished.
Yeah. But yeah, send me this. I'm gonna get it edited up.
If he ever pop back up, son, I will put this man back on here. I don't know.
Cool.
It's a dude. I forgot his name. I think his name was Steven. Bro was talking everywhere. If he ever come back on this, if he ever come back on the screen, want to join, I'll add him on there. So Pat can finally meet that man. That man will have you talking or listening to everything. That man be just talking about everything.
All right.
But yeah, I'm about to give me like 10 minutes. I gotta find it and I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, bet.